What's going on, everybody? It's your boy King 508. So I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be interesting. So the NBA free agency has not really started yet, but I have heard rumors that Boston is likely contenders to go get Derrick Rose. Now, the only other teams that might actually go and get D Rose, honestly, is hold on, wait, I'm trying to pull it up here, guys. Don't be mad. Phoenix, Chicago, and the LA Lakers. To be honest, this like as much as I would like the story of him going back to Chicago, I don't think that they're in a predicament where they can contend now. Because to be honest, I don't trust Nikola Vucevic. I don't think DeMar DeRozan is going to be there much longer, and I definitely don't think Zach LaVine is going to be there for much longer. Phoenix, man, they're stacked. I think they're fine. They don't really need D Rose, to be honest, because then they're gonna have him in that same role as what the Knicks had him, which is on the bench. I don't really like that, to be honest, because that's just dumb. Um, the Lakers, man, they got point guard depth, so I don't really think they need D Rose like that. So it's I think they're fine right there. But Boston is interesting because they just got rid of Marcus Smart. They still got D White, and then they have Malcolm Brogdon. But I don't know if Brogdon's gonna be there for much longer. The way things are shaping up. So to be honest, I would take D Rose. I would definitely take D Rose. One, because to be honest, I've been a D Rose fan. I love D Rose, man. When he was in Chicago, when he was tearing it up before he tore himself up, man, he could have had a Hall of Fame career. And he's one of the very few that you sit back and was like, damn, if only he won a ring with a good team, man. Because Chicago at that point in time, man, and I hate the fact that his head coach, the head coach that was with him last year, Tom Thibodeau, ruined this man's career. He ruined this man's career because it was basically him and then nobody else. He drove D Rose into the ground, and D Rose never recovered from it. Uh, and it sucks because, like, dude, D Rose is one of my favorite players, one of my favorite point guards. He was in the era with Russ, Curry, Chris Paul, Steve Nash. Um, I don't know. It was Allen Iverson still there at the time. I think he was. Um, he was in the conversation. I mean, he was definitely in the conversation. Tony Parker. He was definitely in the. And Daryl Williams. He was in the conversation. He was definitely in the conversation. He won league. He won the league MVP, and he was phenomenal. I mean, his dunking ability, his defense, his shooting, his clutchness. I'll never forget his last playoff game with the what was it, Chicago Bulls. Like his last playoff series they played with Chicago, bro. The man hit a three against the Cavs, and I sat there and I was like, damn, he he's still. And then he had the 50-point game against the Minnesota Timberwolves with the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm sorry. He was phenomenal, and like I said, it just sucks that he has been through so much. I really want this man to get a ring. I really do, because I think what Boston really needs, they need a guy that's gonna like. I don't think he could be a starter. I think he could probably be like a backup, and I like him coming off the bench, giving us playmaking and scoring. I think that's one of the things that really has not faded from Derrick Rose when it comes to like what he is. Um, so I think Boston should go get him. If not him, then I can think of a few other guys. But D Rose, I really want to see this man get a ring so bad. I really do, because it sucks not seeing this man get a ring for so long. I mean, look at the guys that he had as his teammates. He had freaking Cat. He had was it Julius Randle. He had freaking what's it called, Blake Griffin. Um, and if he comes to Boston, he would have Blake Griffin again. But he had Porzingis, which if he does come, he'll have him again too. But it would make sense. I mean, you're not asking for much out of D Rose. You just ask him to do his role, and I think he's comfortable with that. He doesn't. D Rose never struck me as a guy that demanded to be in the starting lineup. That demanded that he is like the all-seeing point guard. Like no, he never struck me as that. He never struck me as selfish. He always struck me as like that team player that will, grind and be that dude that everybody loved. And even when he goes back to Chicago, I'm happy that Chicago shows him more love than, most teams do for a guy that leaves their organization. Because a lot of times guys get booed, and it's like, dude, they don't need that. I think D Rose, if he were to come to Boston, and if he were to win a title, he go down as probably the best, one of the best point guards, and it would be phenomenal to see that, man, because I'm so sick and tired of seeing this man without a ring, seeing this man, just get treated so damn differently. It's stupid, dude. Especially having the same head coach from Chicago, Minnesota, now New York, is stupid, dude. Like Tom Thibodeau, that's not the coach he really needed. He needed a coach like Brad Stevens. He needed a coach like freaking was it Eric Spoelstra. He needed a coach that would actually put him in good situations, not situations where he's getting injured 24/7. Like that's not what he needed. So if he comes to Boston, D Rose, if you ever come to Boston, bro, I'll be happy for that, because I think that you're still one of the top point guards that nobody really talks about. Nobody talks about it. And I was mad that they didn't even put you in the playoff game with the New York Knicks. Like they had him on the bench. That's how mad I was. Like, dude, why do you really have this guy on the bench where he could give you scoring and playmaking? Like, what is wrong with you guys? Are you guys just that bad? So, anyway, guys, if you do want to see D Rose in Boston, please make sure to go hit that like button. Also, go subscribe to the channel for more Boston Celtics news and Steelers news. I will be doing more Steelers stuff soon. Obviously, their training camp is coming up in a few weeks, so it's gonna be cool to actually see what they do. And plus, preseason is just around the corner. But I will be locked into the NBA free agency, especially what Boston does, because like I said, I don't think Boston's done. I think Boston's gonna still go out and make some moves. It's gonna be interesting to see what moves they really make. But if you do want to see more videos like this, like I said, go hit that like button, go subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Do you think D Rose should be on Boston? Please let me know. And I will see y'all in the next video. I am out. Peace.